Welcome back, everybody. I'm Bill Georgopoulos, the host of the Amfish Fishing Vlog. Enjoying a fabulous early evening, fall evening up here in Canada. Just came out alone today to do some muskie hunting. And I'm making a series of videos because it's absolutely beautiful. Not much sun left, obviously. Got a little bit throughout the day. And I just want to take an opportunity to shoot some videos. So, on the topic of fall, as you can probably see, hopefully on camera, behind me, the actual trees have changed color, so we're kind of in that middle, close to middle fall time. Water temperature today is probably closer to 63, 64 degrees. So when it comes into fall fishing, we're talking completely different ball game than spring fishing or dead heat of summer fishing. One of the tips I'm going to pass on to all of you is doesn't matter what species you're fishing for, try some bigger baits. I guess one of the things that people may have as an oversight is, they'll come out and they'll start using really small, just grab this for argument's sake here, just a small crankbait. Doesn't mean that's not going to catch you any fish, but the majority of bait fish in the waters come the later season may not be this small anymore. They've probably all been eaten up, and you're going to be dealing with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inch bait. So the rule of thumb that I follow is, I'll grab a few here. I've got a swim bait I've been using today. Had this on camera a few times as well. Swim baits are fantastic. But there's a 4 or 5 inch swim bait right there. A little bigger, not as thick profile, but again, it's a decent size, and I'll put it next to my finger if I can actually get it back here. So there's the bait itself, and there's my index finger. So again, it's a decent sized bait. When I was trolling earlier, get this one untangled. The part that is difficult when you're filming videos, especially on your own. So got that one untangled. But again, here's another one that I was trolling with for some muskie and pike earlier. Again, a larger bait, a larger size bait. I'll grab 2 more. This is the largest one I was using earlier today. It's a grandma bait in a perch pattern, but as you can see, that one's, significantly larger than my hand is. And there's one last one I'm going to pull out here, which is a bucktail muskie bait. And there you go, another big, long bait. Again, it's more of just me sharing some of my experiences and how I've actually caught more fish in the fall. Use the larger baits. I've caught a couple of largemouth today that couldn't have been even a pound, to be honest with you, and I was catching them on this 5, 6 inch swim bait. A lot of the bait fish that will be left that have made it through that summer, spring, summer, and early fall, are going to be larger. So you will want to try some larger baits. It does not mean you can't try the smaller stuff. And the purpose of this tip that I'm sharing with all of you is it does get colder. You're going to want to move your baits slower through the water as well as we get more and more into fall. But just that bigger profile sometimes seems to be what fish are into. They're going to want to, again, I'll catch a 1 pound bass on that bucktail that I showed you, that pink bait. I may catch a 4 pound bass on that. I may actually catch a 9 pound pike on that as well. They're hitting a lot larger baits because there are significantly larger bait fish left. Small fry, as we refer to them, have probably not even made it through. I mean, most of them were gobbled up over the season. So stick to trying to use some of those larger baits. They do cost a little bit more money. So what you can try and do is get them on sale, as I do. Just visit some of the companies' websites, take a look and see when they've got their sales going on, and jump out there and grab a few of these larger baits that might be 15, 16 bucks for potentially 10 bucks on sale. So when you get into that fall, again, this is still kind of relatively early to mid-fall. I'm still throwing the bigger baits. I'm trying the bigger baits. I've been trying them all day, and I've had some success on them. I've actually tried some slow presentations, and this is a fantastic another little presentation here. Is a drop shot rig. And I've done videos on this, so there's my little drop shot cylinder style weight at the bottom, and just above that, about 10 to 12 inches is just a little soft 3-inch bait on a little hook tied directly to my line. This is for the slow presentation part of fall. So you'll come out and you'll try some of those bigger baits. You'll get some fish. But when it completely stops and you're wondering why you're not catching any more fish, grab a slow presentation, whether it's a Texas rig, whether it's a drop shot rig, throw it out, let it sit. Because the water is going to be a lot cooler, you're going to want to actually leave your bait still longer than you would in the summer. So Texas rig, I may be flipping in the summer, flipping it out into some patches and, you know, popping it once, twice, 3 times aggressively, getting those strikes. In the fall, I may pitch it out to a set of weeds, let it sit, let it sink and sit. I may pop it slowly off the bottom once, let it sit again. You're going to want to do that because, again, the water temperature is colder. Any bait fish or any type of bait left in the water is not going to be moving as quickly due to the colder temperatures. So follow some of those fall tips. Like I said, everyone, it's a great time to be out here. I'm not one for the cold, but it wasn't too bad today. It's fantastic. You can get some really big fish too. So hopefully you found some of these tips helpful, and I will see you at my next video blogs. Thanks for tuning in.